What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Marvel Spider-Man Season 1, Episode, 14 review? So this is Screwball, I believe is the name of the episode. So, let's get right into this. But before I do, I just want to say, it's been a while since I've done a TV show review. Obviously, to recap you guys, when it comes to me reviewing, like, seasons of stuff, I like to give it a score at the end of the season. That way, we can keep it fair and not judge it just based off of every episode. Well, obviously I do at the end of the season, and see what was good, what was bad. Was it majority good, majority bad? We'll see. But I am happy to say that they are doing much better. Not a lot of negativities in this one, which is good. If you go back and watch a lot of my other videos about me talking about Marvel Spider-Man, you'll notice that there's a lot of moments where it doesn't... why? But I think they're starting to learn their lesson. I think they're starting to understand and they're starting to pay attention to some of the big problems that were presented at the beginning of the season. And they're starting to fix it, and they're starting to make it better, I feel like. Hopefully, they keep doing that. I just heard recently that they kind of screwed up continuity with Guardians of the Galaxy meeting the Ultimate Spider-Man, and now the Guardians of the Galaxy meeting this version of Spider-Man. So the whole continuity is just fucked up, okay? It's all fucked up. They keep doing that with Spider-Man lately. They've been doing it with the MCU, now they're doing it with the TV show. It's getting out of hand. It's getting ridiculous. But let's get into this. I hope it's not too short. It's been a while since I've done this video, so bear with me. So let's get into this. So the video the episode starts out with Spider-Man fighting Absorbing Man, and at this point I was like, Hulk's gotta pop up at this point. And I was surprised he didn't. Hulk did not pop up in this at all, because I'm pretty sure he is one of Hulk's enemies. So it was pretty interesting seeing Spider-Man fight Absorbing Man, even though he's got so many different types of rogues galleries. They probably just decided to do it because lately, for the biggest example, Kraven was pretty bad. Like, I won't go into it here. You guys can go back and watch that episode, or that video. They screwed up. Maybe they just want to do other villains so that they don't feel like they need to change things. I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, why would you need to change them that much? I get it. You have so many different types of Spider-Man shows. Why do you have to change everything about them? And that's what the MCU's having a big problem with right now, is changing so much. And that is a bad thing, especially when it doesn't even line up with their character. But let me continue with this. So, basically, during this fight, it leads to this character called Screwball. Now, Screwball, I don't know anything about Screwball, honestly. The only thing I remember is, I think there was something about Screwball I heard once from the Amazing Spider-Man game I was playing. I don't remember. I don't really know who Screwball is, really. Lesser known villain of mine that I know, so I don't know. I don't really know this character, so I can't really judge it comic booky versions or anything. So I just am kind of accepting it for what it is for now. So the Screwball character comes in and basically screws everything up. She ends up sliming Spidey, and Absorbing Man gets away. So, Spidey is already pissed, because he just got pranked and everything, even though it was not meant for him, but it was pretty funny. I noticed in this episode that Peter is a lot serious. I don't know, I feel like there's something about his character arc that's kind of changing a bit. Because you remember in the Ultimate Spider-Man, it was a little bit more silly. I feel like he was really serious in this one. He didn't really do a lot of jokes or anything. There was nothing that made me really laugh or anything about him. But he's, you know, I don't know. Spider-Man himself as a character in this episode was pretty good. The Peter Parker side of it was kind of lacking. But I think that was a good thing, because I feel like they need to work on Peter Parker's character a little bit more in this in the season, obviously. But I, am liking what I'm seeing so far, is what I'm trying to say. So going back to the story, so basically we find out that Liz Allen is Screwball. Now, again, I don't know who Screwball is, but I can tell you right now, I'm pretty sure the Screwball in the comics, if I'm 100% correct, is a guy. Which is that's not the problem. The problem is that Liz Allen is not, you know, Screwball. I get it. You're trying to do something different. It's like this. So Screwball's got like this I don't know, social media thing where she like pranks people and corporations and all that stuff. And it's okay. It's nothing like that's too interesting. Hammerhead was also in this episode. I really don't like Hammerhead. He's really not threatening at all. Like, for example, he was in, like, you know, Spectacular Spider-Man, where he's, like, you know, actually threatening with his voice actor and everything. Like, the way that they talk is very... You can't take it seriously. That's the thing about Hammerhead, is that in this season, like, in this version, I can't take him seriously, because he's not really scary or threatening or anything. He doesn't scare me. Obviously, Absorbing Man's not scared of him, because he gets mad at him for not getting this flash drive, which he wants, that could put him away in prison for life, essentially. So he wants that flash drive back, and Spider-Man has it. And with the help of Gwen, he is able to hack in and find out all that dirty secrets about Hammerhead and his whole operations. And there is something I will say I like about this so far. There's a little hint in this episode that they really are starting to like each other, Peter and Gwen. And I like that, because they should. Now, as far as MJ, I don't know when MJ will pop into the season or the series, but I hope she does, because they did that in Spectacular Spider-Man, and it was very good and interesting, and they... The first time I saw MJ in Spectacular Spider-Man, they pretty much comic book accurate that are on the head. So hopefully they could do something different with this, where it's better, or not better, but like good. You know what I mean? But going back to the main story, so what ends up happening is Absorbing Man comes to, you know, Midtown High, because they're looking for this girl, because during the whole course of this pranking that she's doing, she's realizing that she's getting more views with Spider-Man in the videos. So, wish I had Spider-Man here. He'd be giving me thousands of views right about now. In here. Alright, so going back to the story. So that's why Absorbing Man shows up, because on her skateboard, they get a picture of her skateboard, and it says it has the Midtown signature, you know, the symbol. So they track her down. She has to step in and save one of her classmates, and she ends up getting kidnapped. And Spidey has to track him down. Okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself like always. So Spider-Man finally finds him. What else? I'm blanking because I just saw this. I don't know, I saw this a little bit ago. So Spider-Man shows up, and Hammerhead's there too. And he hands him the flash drive, but it's already too late, because Spider-Man already showed that to the police. So by the time, you know, obviously he's going to win this fight, he'll end up going to prison. So before that, he ends up fighting Absorbing Man and Hammerhead at the same time. So he did something really interesting and cool here. He said something about lithium, because that's something that Absorbing Man ends up absorbing. And one of the things I liked about this was, lately I've been saying a lot of things like, oh, Peter's being, like in the older episodes, Peter's being too scientific, or scientific science fiction. Like he's being too fakey with the science. In this episode, however, I feel like it was more realistic, and it actually was more simplified. Because in a lot of older episodes, They were going way too deep with the science. So I'm really glad because basically he absorbs the lithium. He tricks Absorbing Man into hitting this puddle of water, and he explains that lithium and water don't have a good chemical combination, and then he kind of breaks down, and then he's able to take him down. And we get a good moment where Screwball is able to prank Hammerhead, and she's able to stop him from taking down Spidey. So, at the end of the day, this was a really good episode. I was really surprised. I think I said in the last episode too with Venom that they've been doing better. This is a way better episode. This is way better. They've been doing good. They've been doing better. Again, nothing about Miles. He exists in this series. Again, nothing. I don't see him. Even when we were around Gwen, wasn't there. He just wasn't there. So, and there were a lot of other characters that were missing in this season, or this episode. But like I said, overall, good episode. Like, I think they're starting to learn their lesson, hopefully. And yeah, guys, that's it. A little bit of a rough review. I didn't write anything down for this. I just kind of wanted to let you know that it was a good episode. So anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. There's like 25 episodes at this point. I gotta go review like 10 more. So I'm a little behind, but it's okay because, you know, they're all there. I'm gonna be able to combine them. There's like part 1 through 5 of like Rise of the Doc Ock or whatever. So I gotta go review that, and that's gonna be humongous. So anyway, guys, like I said, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.